My name's Eric Flasck. I am in Chicago, Illinois. I am a consultant with Era Group. I started in 2009. So I've pretty much spent my whole career in consulting. I've been in consulting for 30 years. Prior to Era Group, I was focusing on more strategy and change management. I really enjoy working with our client organizations, really to, of course, help them improve their business results. But I love teaming with them to develop those relationships across an organization to better understand their business issues, but really to better understand what they need to really help improve the business, to making sure we become really ultimately an extension of their team. So I have one recent client I worked with that I think is a great example of sort of the value we add and how we engage. They were a fairly large healthcare organization of clinics across the country. I had an opportunity to chat with the CFO. There were a number of challenges the client was facing. Overall, the company was doing very, very well, but the challenges they were facing is, given the fact that they were growing, given the fact that they were growing through acquisition, and given the fact that they were so geographically dispersed, they just frankly didn't have their arms around their spend profile. And it was fairly clear that there were opportunities for greater efficiencies, but also to really just to optimize what they were doing. The first step we did is we reviewed their overall spend profile. So we did an opportunities assessment looking at their overall spend across multiple vendors and multiple categories, and then came back to them with our assessment of where they really had opportunities for potential improvement. Ultimately, the implementation was a success. We uncovered and implemented and measured well over $1 million in annualized savings. But given the fact that it was across multiple areas with multiple stakeholders on their end, there was quite a bit of work required on the Era Group's team to really ensure that we engaged all of the stakeholders and truthfully just allowed them to see where all of these disparate spends were so that we could pull it together and explore those opportunities holistically for the organization. In addition to that, they continued to grow through acquisition, so they continued to expand their spend profile, and then ultimately towards sort of the back end of our implementation, they merged with one of their largest competitors. So there were a lot of organizational challenges, which I think had Era Group not been involved, would have only increased the inefficiencies in terms of the ways they were engaging vendors, that we were able to help them really maintain and enhance those savings on an ongoing basis. Overall, it's been very successful. We continue to work with them. I think we're in year 5 with the organization. I think what made our work so effective and probably different compared to other consultants I work with is we were really fully aligned with the client in terms of results. We were very much hand in glove with the client to making sure those happened and were measured and were sustained, because obviously we wanted the client to be successful, but it really drove the degree of success for the Era team as well. I also think that really ensuring that we put together our team of category specialists and identified the client team of stakeholders and really working with them, because there was multiple cost categories, but also across multiple geographies and business units. So really ensuring that we had a aligned, cohesive team was critical, and fortunately it was very successful.